What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Catacombs. So I'm doing something a little bit different, man. I know a lot of YouTubers don't normally do this, but I actually want to make this video about the comment section that I'm getting. I'm getting a lot of notifications of replies to my comments on other videos and comments. I'm getting a lot of comments on my own videos. But there's one comment that I ran across that I wanted to share with you guys. I'm not going to say who the YouTuber is. I'm not even sure if they're a real YouTuber or if they just have an account so they can post comments or whatnot. But here's what the comment says. It says, actually, let me give you some context. This is a video about high value black men, about a high value black man who tells black women to marry white men. Goes from the video that I made before with Paris Milan and stuff like that. But this comment here states, and it's the original comment. It says, "I've dated black men most of my life. I ended up marrying a white man. It is the healthiest relationship I've been in. Ladies, please ditch any situation that is causing you a headache. Go where you are truly loved, no matter the race." Now, I remember saying that I'm cool with this one because she says that it's no matter the race, go where you're loved, and she's not bashing black men. A lot of the comments in the comment section of this particular video, are bashing black men. This woman didn't, and I actually give her credit for that. She says, "Go where you're loved, and don't bother with the headache. Doesn't matter which race it is." And I can get down with that. If you find happiness in with an Asian man, Chinese man, an Indian man, men from an entirely different nationality or an entirely different race, that's fine. You really can't get mad at that. If they find happiness, they find happiness. But do you have to do it? You have to find your happiness by bashing black men. Far too many black women bash black men when it happens, and they do it loudly. Now, we have some black men who do it too, but how often do you see it? How often do you see, but I don't like black men. I don't like black women. They always doing this. They're always doing that. The only men I see doing that are the men who are frustrated that they were unable to get with black women due to black women's prejudice against that type of black man. And I've already made a video about that. You know, white men get a pass when it comes to being a little lame, a little nerdy or whatnot. Black men do not get a pass from black women. They don't get a pass when they're like that. It's like the default character for black men is you have to be thugged out, swagged out, have a little bit of a edge to you, some criminality to you. That's like you have to have that type of situation going on there if you're a black male, for black women to give you a shot, give you a chance or whatnot. You could be cute or whatever the hell. They can think you're good looking, but if your personality does not match that template that they already have in their head for what a black man is supposed to be, you're gonna have a really difficult time dealing with black women as a black man. That's a fact. There's too many black men out there that are saying that for it not to be true. Okay, but the response to this that particular comment, I made a couple of responses. I made one response and I got so much, a lot of different accounts. I'm assuming women just going in on me. But I've been responding back and hold my own. So, don't think I just ran away. I don't run from nothing. So I definitely responded back to almost all of them. But there's a comment here that comes across that I had to respond back to. So here it is. This is a comment. This is a response to the comment I just read. And I believe this is a woman. She says, if black women are always choosing the wrong black men, then what does that say about the collective of black men? Also, this never choosing the lame square argument has already been debunked. I'm wondering where that data is. I've never seen that debunked, and I'm actually searching for this type of stuff. So I've never seen that. As far as for black men are concerned, yeah, you may choose the lame and square, but it seems to it only happens with white men. But it says, even the educated, lame, awkward black male is going for non-black women. I wonder why. I just said why y'all don't go with them. I just said it. And so many other videos and other men out there are saying the same thing. Chicken or the egg type of situation. And she says, not going for non-black women. So it's kind of hard to choose them if they don't even like black women, especially dark-skinned black women. See, this is a situation who has some hurt. She might be dark-skinned. This might be a woman. She might be dark skinned, and she's probably upset because the men that she wanted to get with, which is probably not the lame, not the guy who isn't really a lame. He's just considered lame. He's not doing the same stuff. He's not into the same things as every other young black man is. So they call him a lame because he's not into sports. They call him lame because he, maybe not smoke weed, doesn't drink too much. He, was into anime, even though anime is starting to be a little bit more accepted these days. But I know 10 years ago, that was not the case. He was into other stuff, maybe a little goth or whatnot, just into things that typical black males aren't into. He was into, you know what I'm saying? So that was a lame. But in other groups, he's not a lame. He's cool as shit. But she's saying all of this stuff. This comment really gets underneath my skin a little bit, man, and I don't really like it because she's making it seem like, again, that it's all men's fault. And it's not. It's not. Like, you choose which men you give your time to, which male you give your time to, which young man you give your time to. A lot of y'all women, y'all don't understand it. Y'all never take responsibility for your own actions. You choose some of the wrong men. Now, granted, some of these guys are in disguise, and they be fooling the hell out of y'all. But that's because they know exactly what y'all want. I gotta smell good, and I gotta dress in the trendiest fashion, and be a little swagged out, and I can do that. Some guys can really fake the hell out of that. Some guys really can't, but some guys do have the swag. They do have they dress the right way, and y'all fall for a hook, line, and sinker almost every time. I've watched it happen. It's the craziest thing that you just, wow. If he was dressed any other way or talked a little bit different, they would not even look his way. But he's wearing Jordan, so it's okay. It's the craziest thing. He's wearing a nice pair of shoes, nice pair of sneakers, so he's good to go. It's the strangest thing, man. And I had another comment too. I can't find it right now. I was looking for it, but man, when I say I've been getting a lot of responses to my comments to what I've been commenting on other videos, it's kind of crazy. But just going off of memory here, and this is not verbatim. I had a comment that said that what are black women supposed to settle for broke ass black, they didn't say black men, but they said the N-word, they said broke ass black niggas, you know what I'm saying, blah, 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 blah. They get so mad when we always call them out that, damn, all y'all want, only man y'all want is a guy that makes $100,000+ a year. Like, that's really difficult. It's difficult to get a guy that's making $100,000+ a year. You can't, it's even with white guys, Now, the thing that's been on my mind heavy lately, when it comes to this type of situation, when it comes to money and stuff like that, and black women making money these days, my thing is this: black women want, from what they say, they want men who have money, want to pay for everything. Okay, fine. Unfortunately, the two generations before, the millennial generations, were unable to secure that type of lifestyle. They weren't able. So they weren't able to secure that lifestyle to pass down any inheritance to the generation X and then eventually the generation Y, which is the millennials. We don't have that luxury. Now black women can go ahead and just try to marry white men if they choose them, because it's not like a lot of white men are busting down black women's doors to marry them. That's statistically, that's not what's happening. Even though it does happen, marriage between white men and black women happens. It's not on a really, really big scale. So this whole dream that these black women are talking about, they call them swirlers. It's not a viable situation. So with the majority of black men wanting black women, we gotta work together. And I don't think black women fully understand that. They want what every other woman has. Men who make a lot of money, and those men just take care of everything all the time. Well, we're not in that position. We're not. And the millennial generations may have to do a bit of sacrificing so the future generations can actually have those opportunities. So the future black woman and the future black man can have a better relationship. We're just perpetuating what was going on with Generation X. It's even worse, actually. It's like the battle of the sexes type thing. It's just getting terrible. But it is gonna have to be some sacrifices. We're gonna have to work together to really. We can't only want what we want, and if I don't get it, nothing. I don't care. I don't want nothing if I can't have 100% of everything. So I've heard that too from a lot of black women. A lot of black women are like that. I'm sure there's some black men out there who have the same mindset, but black women, y'all have a very difficult, like that whole I'll do bad all by myself type of situation is terrible. Now I'm not now granted, I'm not saying get with a dude that's making $20,000 a year at 30 years old. Hell no. I've said that before in one of my earlier videos. I don't advocate for black women to do the struggle thing, get with a guy who's making no money and who's in his 30s or late 20s, and y'all just know that the only time that type of situation works is if y'all both get out of college together. From that starting point, y'all are both trying to make it, and y'all both come up. That's called teamwork. That's the only time it's acceptable for black women to get with a guy who doesn't have anything or doesn't have much, because y'all both just got out of college and y'all are at the bottom floor of your careers. It's fine to deal with somebody like that, but it's not fine if you're a black woman who's 27, 28, and you get with a guy who's 28, 29, and he's still talking about I'm making 25, 30 a year. Nah. I'm not, I don't know. Hell no. No. I made a video about that. Black men, you have to be at 50, 55 and up, man. You got to be before you even start taking real relationships like real seriously, because you're going to need that money, man. You're going to need more than that, actually. But the bare minimum is 55. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'm going. 50 to 55 is the bare minimum. At least you can go out on dates and stuff like that, building a whole life. And then when kids start getting involved, man, you really do need to be on top of your shit. You don't have to have 150,000, which some of these women are asking for, which is kind of ridiculous, but you need to be at the bare minimum 55, man. You know, if you can be between 60 and 90, you know, anywhere in between there, and black women, and y'all making about the same money, that's 150,000 to 200,000 that's 150,000 a year in that household. Y'all can make some decisions. Y'all can work with each other, and then your children will have a better starting point, and then they may be able to have a better life going forward. That's what I mean by sacrifice. A lot of black women want men to just take care of everything, and unfortunately, our community is just not in that position. Plain and simple, we just aren't. Our generation is going to have to sacrifice that. We're gonna have to plant the seed for the tree, but unfortunately, we're not gonna be able to sit in the shade. That's how it has to be. And the quicker our women understand that, because there's a lot of black men out there that get it. I've had conversations with them. There's a lot of black men out there that understand that. Unfortunately, those black men aren't the men that our black women choose. It's just the facts. But if y'all chose those men and y'all understand that the sacrifice that you have to make, not sacrifice in quality of life, you can have a higher quality of life if y'all put y'all money together. And like I said, once your children come out, they have a better starting point, and then they won't have to deal with the same nonsense that our daughters won't have to deal with the same nonsense that our women currently deal with. Because they have a better starting point, and our boys won't have to deal with the same nonsense that we are currently dealing with. Because they had a better starting point. It's just something to think about. This comment section really got me thinking about that, because a lot of these comments are really, really negative towards black men. Y'all ain't got no money, this, that, and the third. It's real negative, and it doesn't seem like any black women want to work with black men to really solve this problem. A lot of black men are saying, hey, here's the issues, and a lot of black women are responding back, well, I feel like this and I feel like that, and it's like, no, let's just look at the facts. How about we think for a second? This is a problem where we have to actually think and not just feel our way through. Feelings are very important, but this is a situation, like I said, we need some logic, we need some facts, we need some data, statistics, we need all of that to actually move forward and get out of this hole that we're in. But with that said, man, I think I'm gonna leave it there. And until next time, make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, and yeah, y'all be easy.